Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking in on Apple daily, weekly time frame, and it was certainly a laggard on Friday. Didn't see the bullish momentum that a lot of other individual names saw, specifically in the tech sector as well, with Facebook and Google seeing some upside. Although we did see some pullback in Google, and it does have a pretty similar candlestick. The bulls are still in control. There's no doubt about that. And seeing some of the bulls out there in Apple land getting a little bit greedy in the sense that they're just complaining that the bulls weren't showing up at the end of the week. But look at the movement we've had here. The bulls have had nothing to complain about with the price action since we back tested, bounced off the middle Bollinger Band. 5 big green days in a row. We consolidated. The bulls bought the dip. We saw some follow through on Friday. And just not a ton of follow through, but we can't be seeing big gains every day. So the bulls are still very much holding up. We've got support of 118.21 and resistance of 119.93. That's the range I'm watching right now, the low of Thursday and the high of Wednesday. The weekly time frame looks extremely strong, a little bit of an upper wick, not significant. We're seeing that follow through, and the fact that the bulls could close above that previous resistance in the low 118s is a victory on the week for the bulls. Nice increase in bull volume. Full steam ahead for these bulls with a lot of strength. And let's zoom out and see where we're looking at for resistance upcoming, because there's not a ton of levels before we head back towards the all-time highs. And certainly seems like we're still a ways away, and we are compared to a lot of other names. Google's a lot closer to all-time highs. But we can see here resistance is 120.61, and then we're looking up at 128.94 and the all-time high 129.92. So not too far off from those levels. And we can see if we get over 120.61, not a ton of resistance. There is a bunch of price action between 120 and 130. But in terms of clear levels where we pulled back from, those are in the upper 120s. So bulls are still looking great on Apple on the daily time frame and the weekly time frame at this point. And the signal for further consolidation coming will be a loss of the low of Thursday, again, 118.21. And then a red flag that the shorter-term trend might be changing would be a loss of that middle Bollinger Band on the daily, currently 117.23. So looking in at the 5-minute time frame, the bulls saw the high of the day in the first 10 minutes. We pulled back, bounced off the 20-period moving average support, a lower high, and then a lower low and a new low of the day. So that right there, whenever in the first half hour of trading, we see lower highs and then a new low of the day, we know that more likely than not, the bears are going to be in control of that day. And we see that lower high, lower low, and then a tight range, another new low of the day, and clear resistance at the 100-period moving average. And that level was up at 119.15, 119.16, 119.18. So rejecting from all these levels, 119.18 again. That's now a little quadruple top at 119.18. So I would be watching that resistance on Monday. I always check in on the 5-minute chart for the previous day heading into the new day to pick out clues like this, because otherwise, if I'm looking at the daily chart or the hourly chart, I'm not seeing these 4 rejections all from pretty much the same price, 119.18. So I know to be watching that level very close on Tuesday. And we had a very clear lower high and lower low pattern where we hit a new low of the day, and not only right out of the gate to let us know the bears were in control of the day, but then 1, 2, 3, 4 more new low of the days before a little bit of upside at the end of the day, but not significant. The hourly time frame for Apple, we can see that we are getting very tight. And there's the high and the low that I pointed out on the daily time frame to watch that range. And a very tight day on Friday. So either a break of the low of Thursday for a lower low, or the break of the high of Wednesday for a higher high is what we're going to be looking out for first thing this coming week. I appreciate you watching. I will see you Tuesday. Have a great long weekend.